Good afternoon, everyone, and it's a clash of countrymen as the two squads from the Philippines face off to determine who can play for the highest rank of fifth in this leg of the tournament. It's the Zamboanga Valientes going up against the Pola Pilipinas RPG. Can the Valientes keep the Pola down, or will the RPG muster enough firepower to keep the Valientes at bay? Let's find out only here in the Asian tournament. Welcome to the Rhino Sports Arena. East Sea Pirates in our first game defeated the Nimbo Bulls 90-73. Second game, Valientes versus Pola RPG. Third game will be at 6 p.m. The Black Bears versus the Mustangs. 8 p.m. the game, our last game tonight will be the Dragons versus Jambo. Hello everybody with Noy Africa. My name is Sandy Grumo, and Andrea Veloso will join us later at the side. Good afternoon to you, Noy.
Good afternoon to you, Sandy.
And what will be the implication? This is an all-Filipino ball game. Pola Pilipinas RPG versus the Zamboanga Valientes.
And Pola Pilipinas, despite still have yet to won in this tournament, with a victory here, any of the two teams will face the EC Pirates for the opportunity to place number 5 here in the first leg of the Asian tournament.
Now we go to the numbers, their averages here in the tournament, Noy.
And looking at the numbers, you can see Pola Pilipinas shooting better from the field than the Valientes, 46% against 35%. But the Valientes, a better rebounding team, 43 rebounds per ball game. Points in the paint, pretty much even for both teams, as the world imports really manning the paint very well. And the bench points, you've got a better bench on the side of the Pola Pilipinas.
Now we go to our marquee matchup, the world imports here, Nick Evans and Reggie George.
And definitely both of these players, they play differently, as George, a better performer inside the paint, but Nick Evans, a bit of a struggle here so far in the tournament, only shooting 37%, while Reginald George getting all of his points inside, shooting 58% from the field.
All right, let's check in with Andrea Veloso. What's the latest news there, Andrea Veloso?
Sandy and Coach Noy, two teams from the Philippines are ready to go to war against each other. For the Zamboanga Valientes, Rudy Linganay has an ankle sprain, but he will try to play in this game, but not with his usual 100% ball game. On the other hand, for the Pola Pilipinas, it is their pride to beat their opponent today. They said that it might be a friendly competition, but it will definitely be a challenging and tough one. Let's see what will happen in this game as I turn you over to Sean, our venue announcer. Sean, take it away.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here inside the Rhino Sports Arena. The starters for the Valientes, Isa, Alfaro, Tolomia, Evans, and Diaf. Pola Pilipinas RPG will start with Anderson, Menina, St. Fort, Milton III, and George. The officials, Chinese referee Wu Xiangqing, Filipino referee Garji Ferrer, another Chinese referee Wang Xunshan. J.R. Kawaling on your screen, the head coach of Pola Pilipinas RPG. Bobby de los Santos, the head coach of the Zamboanga Valientes. We are set to go here. My partner here is Noi Africa. My name is Sandy Grumo. You're watching the Asian Tournament on YouTube. And George and Evans, our marquee matchup, will jump it up. And Pola Pilipinas RPG controlling the tip.
So let's see how the Valientes guard the interior of Pola Pilipinas. You know, they're very strong inside, especially with Reginald George on the floor.
Second game here. St. Fort missing outside.
A member of the Bahamas national team has provided a lot of outside shooting for Pola Pilipinas.
And it goes out of bounds. The bad pass there by George.
Surprise starter for Coach Bobby Dick, as Esa will start for them together with Tolomia and Alfaro in the backcourt.
Peter Alfaro brings it down, guarded by Shane Menina. The Valientes, 1 and 2 coming into this game. A foul inside basket. Yeah, they will count it as Mike Tolomia will go to the free throw line. This is, by the way, his first time to start the game.
That's right, as Mike Tolomia showing the moves right there, coming off the screen, going to his stronger right side, able to finish.
From Far Eastern University in the Philippines, he played in the UAAP.
Another one of the proud sons of Zamboanga.
They all have local players there in the lineup, all from Zamboanga. George with no room to breathe. King Kong stayed too long inside the shaded lane, got stuck in there. He will be called for the 3-second violation.
And if Milton tries to operate also and clog that lane, much easier for Evans and Dio to contain Reginald George.
Idea 4-3 with no hesitation, and he gets it from downtown.
You know, he rarely shoots that three, but he shoots a pretty good percentage right there. It's wide open that time, able to knock it down.
8 minutes and 25 seconds remaining. King Kong Milton is fouled from behind by Alfaro.
And Malik Diouf telling Alfaro unnecessary to reach in, as so far Diouf has done a good job trying to protect the paint.
Gerald Anderson. King Kong, shot clock winding down. Here is Anderson for 2. Short on the release.
So far, defense of the Valientes really holding their ground. 6-0 for them.
4-3, got it!
It's Mike Tolomia, he's been struggling in the tournament, only 22% from the three-point area, able to make his first three.
And a 9-0 onslaught by the Zamboanga Valientes to start the first quarter. Shane Menina. George inside for 2. No connection there. Rebounded by Diop. Evans. Tolomia. Diop. He is everywhere, Noy.
And so far in the tournament, he's averaging 18 rebounds.
That's huge. It's Nick with a separation for two. Way off the target. And a foul committed by St. Fort.
And Nick Evans continuing to struggle from the field in the tournament. Although he's averaging 11 points, 8 rebounds, only shooting 37% from the field.
There's the foul on St. Fort. It's going to be the second for Pola Pilipinas RPG. Colombia goes to the baseline. He kicks it out to Alfaro. Creating space. Can't get it to fall. King Kong with a rebound. Here is Shane Menina. Outside three-pointer, that's good. That's St. Fort from beyond the arc.
Mark St. Fort averaging 9 points per ball game, 36% from the three-point area. He has shown the ability to knock down those open jumpers.
First field goal for Pola Pilipinas RPG. Alfaro with a drive. And Malik Diaz misses on the follow. St. Fort partly blocked by Evans. Malik Diaz will score on the other end.
You're seeing better chemistry right now between Alfaro and Diop especially. And that will mean well for the Zamboanga Valientes.
Good point there, Noy. 44% shooting for the Valientes. Pola Pilipinas, 20% shooting here. King Kong will score inside. First 2 points for King Kong Milton.
That time too late on the help is Nick Evans, and King Kong Milton will just eat up Colombia in the post.
And Milton cutting down the lead to 6. 5:45 remaining in the first quarter. Colombia rises up for 3. Incoming! Bang!
A great read there as the defense going under the screen. Mike Colombia hits his second three-pointer.
An entertaining opening quarter for the Zamboanga Valientes. They're ahead by 9 points. Mike Tolomia with his second from downtown. Toledo scores 14 for the Valientes, 5 for the Pola Pilipinas RPG. Mike Tolomia starting for the first time for the Zamboanga Valientes. On fire here with 2 triples already. 9 points. Shane misfires from the outside. George with the offensive rebound. Blocked by Evans, and he will be called for the traveling violation.
Well, he's pretty much on the floor, to provide the defense inside. So even when he's struggling, he's still trying to find ways to contribute for his team. He's been playing very heavy minutes, 39 minutes per ball game for Nick Evans.
5:08 remaining in the first quarter. Peter Alfaro. Evans for 3. Bang!
And he seems to be a little more engaged now as he is talking to the crowd.
That's true.
That's the first 3 points for Nick Evans. A very nice guy.
Milton. Inside, no connection. Another rebound for Evans. And a quick pass to Peter Alfaro. He is fouled by Shane Menina.
This is a pleasure to see Peter Alfaro very aggressive in this tournament. Not afraid of the defender. Able to finish despite the contact, finishing with the right hand.
And that was a bad foul committed there by Shane Menina. Not moving his feet.
No, that's right, and probably should give a harder foul, not giving Alfaro the ability to still finish.
Peter Alfaro from the city of Zamboanga. His family owns a big restaurant there.
Averaging 11 points per game here in the tournament.
And the lead is 15 points, the largest here in the first quarter. George asking for the ball. Evans defending. Here is George. Nice defense there by Evans.
It's now 2 blocks by Evans on Reginald George.
And a bad pass there by Alfaro. Intercepted by Tolomia. Incoming. This guy is all over the floor. I'm talking about Mike Tolomia.
Well, that was a heat check there for Mike Tolomia, as Nick Evans was spotting up also, but he understands that Tolomia had the hot hand and did not take anything negative on that play.
And the steal by Diaf. 3-on-1. And Frankie Johnson scores.
Frank Johnson, one of their leading scorers, averaging 14 points per ball game. He gets his first 2 points. A big 17-point lead now for the Valientes.
You know, Frankie Johnson provides a lot of energy coming off the bench as Mark Doligon gets stuck inside. Traveling violation called on him.
And right now,
Oh no. There's a foul there, by the way, on number 10. That's Malik Diaf.
right now, Pola Pilipinas seems to be content on doing those post-ups, but that lane is really clogged at this stage.
George trying to create space. Another good defense there by Evans.
So far, the best defensive game we've seen from Nick Evans.
Malik is pushed away by Mark Doligon.
You love the energy coming from Evans, also trying to play coach inside.
Yeah, he's a fine young guy, very funny at times. I was watching his games on YouTube. The three, that's good! Benson from downtown.
He actually shoots a very good percentage from the outside in the tournament, 63% from three-point land.
The Valientes team using now 8 players here in the first quarter. Mark will score.
A better spacing that time as Mark Doligon able to beat Evans off the dribble.
25-7. Benson. Alfaro. Kickball violation. It will stay with the Valientes.
Right now, the Pola Pilipinas leaving Nick Evans open from the outside. It's really just a matter of the teammates spotting him.
We have a timeout here in Foshan City, Guangdong province of China. St. Forth wearing jersey number 14 of Pola Pilipinas RPG. 3 points, and he's playing with 2 fouls, by the way, Noy.
Yeah, but they're gonna need a lot more adjustments as Evans will miss again.
Malik Diaf, the most hard-working player I've seen here in the Asian tournament.
Yeah, and right now they're running away with this ball game, up by 20. Not really big adjustments being made by Pola Pilipinas.
Foul is on Benson. 2 minutes and 8 seconds remaining in the first period. That's Benson on your screen. His first personal and the third team foul for the Valientes. Malidia will take his seat. New player on the floor. That is Mohamed Salim. This is the first time that you will see action as Lester Alvarez will miss on the 3 attempt. Evans trying to go behind the back. Lester Alvarez will score on the other end.
Well, it's nice to see Lester Alvarez back on the floor for Pola Pilipinas. Still recovering from an injury, but moving forward will be a vital cog in the Pola Pilipinas offense.
1 minute and 33 seconds to go. That's Frankie Johnson from downtown.
Frankie Johnson coming off the bench already with 5 points.
The Valientes 6 out of 8 from beyond the arc. Pilipinas RPG 1 out of 2 as King Kong Milton will score downstairs.
And a better execution right there, giving the ball to Milton off the move, able to finish inside.
1 minute remaining in the first quarter. Rudy Lingana, he is not 100%, but he is playing for the team, for their city. Here in the Asian tournament. Evans misfires. Goes out of bounds. It will stay with the Valientes.
Like how AJ Benson continuing to keep the possession alive for the Valientes.
Nice play there. Frankie incoming. Bang!
And right now, the defense of Pola Pilipinas seemingly non-existent. Wide open jumper. Knocked down.
25 seconds remaining in the first. Fall away from the ball.
That time Salim caught holding on to King Kong.
George back in the game. He will replace King Kong Milton. Lester Alvarez will throw it in for Pola Pilipinas RPG. George. Look at the defense of Nick Evans. George gets it back. He is fouled there by Nick Evans.
This has really been a struggle for Reginald George as Nick Evans is standing his ground inside, but the tenacity right there for George to be able to get that offensive rebound and gets the foul. But so far, Reginald George from the free throw line shooting only 19%. That's reverse jinx right there as he makes the first.
33-11. The Zamboanga Valientes in total control here in the first quarter. And the struggle continues for Reginald George.
But they're calling a double foul.
So it's going to be.
It's on Evans and
Duligon? Is it Duligon or
Milton? Is it Milton or Menina? Yeah, I think it's on Milton. So that's going to be 2 personal fouls on Nick Evans and Milton. So Evans will be subbed out for the Valientes.
Valientes with 13 seconds playing an all-Filipino lineup here. Frankie Johnson. 4-3. 1 second to go. And on the first quarter here in Foshan City in the province of Guangdong in China. You're watching the Asian tournament. The Valientes 33, the Pola Pilipinas RPG 12.
The Zamboanga Valientes may feel happy yet sad to go against their Filipino friends back home, but that's exactly the point of this ball game, for them to stay and be more competitive no matter who they face in the hard court. During the huddle, this team is all fired up, and Coach Bobby Dick wants his players to continue with their good health defense but also avoid foul troubles, especially to their bigs, Evans and Liu. Back to you guys.
And avoid foul trouble. Not really something Nick Evans has done, as he got 2 quick fouls in the last few seconds of the first half already with 2.
Second quarter action here. You're watching the second game of the Asian tournament. Earlier today, the East Sea Pirates defeated the Ningbo Bulls 90-73. George inside, Malik Diaf defending him. He gets it back. Blocked by Diaf.
That's already 3 or 4 times that he's been blocked.
And the 2 points there
Lingana
by Rudy.
attacking the defense, able to score for the Valientes. That's now a 23-point lead for Zamboanga.
This is the largest lead of the game as we take a look at this Rudy Lingana's shot. He may be not 100%, but he always gives him his best whenever he is playing. George, rebounded by Diaf, intercepted by George. Here is Lester Alvarez. Mark Duligon trying to manufacture, and he does.
Getting himself all open off the screen, pulling up for that free throw jumper.
35-14 now, under 9 minutes remaining in the first half. Two points.
And Frankie Johnson going into the body of Reginald George. Johnson now with a total of 10 points.
8.5 remaining in the first half. 37-14. Leicester. And Lingana rips it off. Benson working against Duligon. We go to the corner. Salim. Yes! Now the Valientes, they are hot from beyond the arc here.
Firing on all cylinders that time. Salim coming off the bench, providing some outside scoring for the Valientes.
8:03 to go. 40-14. George. De La Cruz. And the rebound by Salim. The Valientes 8 out of 12 from the field here. Salim. Rudy is free. Incoming. And rebounded by King Kong Milton.
Well, if Salim took that shot, would have been well deserved, having hit his earlier 3.
De La Cruz misses again.
And the Valientes really just in control of this ball game, limiting Pola Pilipinas to just 1 shot.
40-14. That's our score. The 3. Frankie Johnson from downtown.
Really just coming out hot is Frankie Johnson and the Zamboanga Valientes. That's now a 29-point lead. 29 points.
Benson the steal. Benson. Here is Frankie incoming. Malik Diaf with the offensive rebound. Benson asking for the ball. Frankie Johnson is fouled. Oh, he stepped out of bounds.
Good on-ball pressure by De La Cruz, but it's gonna need a total team effort for them, as that defense so far non-existent, giving up 43 points with only less than 14 minutes played in this ball game.
That was a good call by the ref. It happened in front of him. 43-14 is our score. You're watching the Asian tournament. Gerald Anderson still scoreless in the game. The 3, yes, that's St. Fourth from downtown.
That time the Valientes not closing out too much pace as St. Fort will knock down his second triple.
And it's very strange that Gerald Anderson not scoring in the first quarter because he always starts out in the first quarter.
Well, he is a marked man right now and will need to get open for a shot.
Alfaro is fouled with a heavy bandage on his right shoulder.
Yesterday he did say that he felt a pop initially, but
Yeah.
seems to be okay. See right there, taking on Shane Menina, able to get to the line, attack that lead foot of Shane Menina.
It's Peter Alfaro on your screen there. Also a local player of the city of Zamboanga. Alfaro, 3 points in the game, playing with 1 foul. He is shooting 1 out of 3 from the field. Perfect from the free throw line. Shane Menina also scoreless here in the first half. Shane. Here is Gerald Anderson incoming. And rebounded by Peter Alfaro.
That was a good look though for Anderson.
Nick Evans back in the game for the Valientes. He is playing with 2 fouls. Benson for 3. Got it!
It looked like he forced that 3, but AJ Benson, all confidence, knocking down the second triple of the ball game.
A huge lead here by the Valientes, 47-17. Shane trying to squeeze inside. No connection that time.
Well, Malik Diop right now is officially trying to do everything, trying to play point guard now for the Valientes.
5 minutes and 1 second remaining in the first half. Shot clock at 15 seconds. Peter Alfaro. Menina defending. Rebounded by St. Fort. JP. And they continue to miss from beyond the arc.
That was wide open for Valencian. No one even trying to close out.
Mike Tolomia setting up the table. Benson posting him against Gerald Anderson. Benson will not score. Picked up by St. Fort. A 20-point lead. It's a 30-point lead, 47-17. With under 4 minutes to go. And that's Malik Diaz, so it's a 32-point lead for the Valientes here.
Another good look as Alfaro finding Diop wide open underneath.
A total of 49 points here in the first half for the Valientes. We'll be right back with 3:46 to go. All right, we are back here. Malik Diaz, very busy at both ends of the floor, offensively and defensively. 9 points and with 1 foul, Noy.
And right now that 32-point lead looking very comfortable for the Valientes.
Reginald George is blocked again by Nick Evans. Alfaro bangs it in.
Peter Alfaro now with 7 points in the ball game. You know, last night I saw him still working out at the gym around 9:30 p.m.
St. Forth, D of the rebound.
Three-point shooting, 11 out of 17 for the Valientes. Only
Wow.
2 out of 8 for Pola, Pilipinas.
Nowhere to go. Here is Shane. 3 on 2. JP fakes. JP is fouled.
And that time, that should have been an automatic score for Pola, Pilipinas. 2 and 3. 3 versus 2 in that fast break opportunity.
JP Bilinchon will go to the line for the first time in this game. He had a huge game yesterday.
Scoring in a lot of highlight ways was JP Belenchon.
St. Forth is fouled. He'll go to the line. So the Valientes with their second team foul.
One of those rare opportunities where they've been unable to box out as Nick Evans was not in position to box out.
So Malik Diop will take a seat. Ferrer in the game for the Valientes.
Jerome Ferrer, one of the projects of team owner Juni Navarro. He's been with the team for quite some time now.
Yeah.
Very athletic wing who even gets to play as a small 4 for the Valientes.
And St. Forth goes 2 out of 2 at the line. 52-20 now. Nick Evans. George on him. Alfaro Menina defending. Alfaro rises up for 2. He hits the back iron, rebounded by St. Forth. Shane. And the follow by Reginald George.
Nothing Tolomia could do to get George off the boards that time. It's still a big 30-point lead for the Valientes.
Final 2 minutes of the first half. Evans with the extra pass. Shot clock at 2. Leaning shot. Yes!
And everybody just came here to play for the Valientes, as even Esa, who started this ball game, scoring his first 2 points.
Aldacer Isa scoring there. Inside pass broken up by Ferrer. Here is Alfaro. Tolomia will not force the issue. Evans asking for it into the cutting Peter Alfaro for the 2 points.
So that's what you love about Nick Evans. Even if he's not scoring, he's really looking for the open man and rewarding Peter Alfaro for continuing to move without the basketball.
No one is chasing Peter Alfaro. That's why he was able to score, as Ferrer will touch the ball last. It will stay with the Pola Pilipinas RPG.
You can see right there, Nick Evans getting the ball in the post, finding the cutting Peter Alfaro, whose father is probably watching right now, Pedro Alfaro, the senior.
A gorgeous move by JP Bilinchon. Peter, rebounded by St. Forth. St. Forth. Gerald Anderson incoming. Bang!
That time catching Isa with his hand down. Gerald Anderson for 3.
33 seconds to go. We have a timeout here in China. Gerald Anderson scoring for the first time here in the game. Swish. 56-27. Gerald Anderson from General Santos City in the Philippines. That's in Mindanao. A famous actor also in the Philippines. And he can play basketball. When I ask him, it's all about passion for the game. Scored a three-pointer earlier.
I even overheard you two talking in the native dialect.
Yeah.
And I had to tell him I don't understand, just in case he tries to talk to me in Bisaya.
So 56 for the Valientes, 27 for the Pilipinas RPG. 27 seconds to go. Frankie incoming. Bang!
Continuing to sizzle. That's Johnson now with a total of 19 points.
That will be the 12th triple for the Valientes in this game. Colombia, 4-3. No more time remaining. And out of first half with the Valientes with a massive lead here, 59. Pola Pilipinas RPG 27. 12 triples for the Valientes. We'll be right back with our halftime numbers.
Zamboanga, hermosa, preciosa perlita, orgullo de Mindanao. Sus peleas delagas son las que hermosean tu deliciosa ciudad. Flores de amores te adornan su jardín. Eres la imagen del bello Edén. Zamboanga, hermosa, preciosa perlita, orgullo de
Chalmers again from downtown. Chalmers for 3. Got it! Linganay for 3. Oh, what a move! Here come the Valientes for the layup. First of its kind here in Zamboanga in the entire country.
Can't get enough of the action? Basketball fans, the Asian Tournament Top 10 Plays of the Day at number 10.
With a drive, he will get the kind bounce, and Sala will go to the free throw line.
And you can see Sila really pumped up on that drive. He's been having a difficult
At
time.
9.
First quarter action here inside the Rhino Sports Arena. The drive, that's good. Martin with his second field goal of the game.
That's a great give and go right there. Well read by Miller on that back cut of Martin.
Moving to number 8.
Dragons looking for win number 2. Burden goes down. Oh, the good pass by Burden, recognizing an open teammate.
Well, what you really like about Burden, even when he
At 7.
Takes care of it. 1:40 remaining. Hole with a gorgeous move inside.
able to evade the defense and the other guys stepping up here for the Mustangs. Hall now with 4.
Let's take a look at this replay here.
Number
Hole.
6.
Oh. McCarthy. Inside to Lopez.
Not minding the height disadvantage at which he was trying to attack Malik Diouf, as you see Frank Johnson slipping on a
At 5.
Harrison Jr. asking for the ball. Small Martin. Shot clock at 3. The drive inside. That's good. Basketball count plus a foul.
What I like about Small Martin, he's not afraid, he's not shying away from the contact, he's trying to attack even the
Now
bigger.
we go to number 4.
That was actually, yeah, that was JP Belenson.
Oh! Chankri with the explosion and going to the basket now with 4.
Right now, he's just really leaving his defenders in the dust with that.
The
quick
number
first
3
step.
spot.
Shane Menina. Nowhere to go. Taken away. Here is Coney. Mohamed Coney flies and dunks at home. Tie this ball game at 7-all.
That's a quick transition.
That's 12 out of 31. The drive inside and the slam by Robinson.
I'm telling you, this is not the same Tevis Robinson playing yesterday, now with 11 points, finishing with a slam on that play.
And now the number 1 play of the day.
We haven't heard much from Bearden.
Oh, up high and down hard. Denzel Sila with a dunk.
Nothing gentle about that finish from Sila. He's still the leading scorer for his team.
This is basketball at its best. The Asian Tournament Top 10 Plays of the Day. Can't get enough of the action? Basketball fans, the Asian Tournament Top 10 Plays of the Day at number 10.
By Mike Colomia. 10 seconds. Mike. Nice move by Mike Colomia. No more time remaining.
At 9.
Look at that. Sam Diguara was just standing in there trying to be a roadblock. Oh, gorgeous move by McCarthy.
Evading the defense in mid-air, McCarthy now with 4 points.
Moving to number 8.
Him finds trouble with it and he turned the ball over. Foul. Oh! It will count. Lester Alvarez is the guilty party.
I thought Lester Alvarez already had him tied up.
Yeah. Well, he's a strong
At 7.
Coney. Oh, what a move by Coney. Mohamed Coney flying high to get the 2 points.
Really needed every bit of elevation on that shot, able to score.
Number 6.
So very quickly.
Young the steal. Blocked by Miller. Johnson was blocked by Miller.
At 5.
JP with 2 to spare. Oh! Ho, ho! JP Belenchon with his first 3-point field goal here in the Asian tournament.
I don't think you can find more contested three than that coming from JP Belenchon.
Now we go to number 4.
King at the game clock. JP. Oh! What a move by JP Belenchon. 5 straight points for the veteran. And he cuts down the lead to 2. 19-17. JP Belenchon splitting the defense of Jambo.
The number 3 spot.
Here is Coney. Johnson slams it home.
Was denied earlier by Miller. This time made sure powered this way through.
Number 2.
42-37 is the count now. Mark Doligon. George slams it home. Was a foul.
That looked like a King Kong finish coming from Reginald George.
And now the number 1 play of the
Shot clock
day.
at 1. Oh! That's one for the highlight reel. Rudy Lincoln scored from far away.
This is basketball at its best. The Asian Tournament Top 10 Plays of the Day.
You're watching the Asian tournament here in Foshan, Guangdong, China, and the Valientes 59, Pola Pilipinas RPG 27. The numbers there, Noy Africa.
And you can see right there, field goal shooting, pretty much the story. 58% for the Valientes, only 29% for Pola Pilipinas. Pola Pilipinas really needs to improve on their defense, and you can see the Valientes even moving the basketball better, 16-5. And 3-point shooting, 12 out of 19 for the Valientes, a very high 63%, only 3 out of 11 for Pola Pilipinas.
Traveling violation called on Nick Evans. 27 bench points for the Zamboanga Valientes. 14 fast break points for the Zamboanga Valientes, Noy.
And you have to remember, Frankie Johnson came off the bench, and right now with a total of 16 points.
That's a 3-pointer.
That's a 2-pointer from
Two.
JV De La Cruz. That's only his first 2 points, and you know he can string baskets very quickly. Good help right there by JV De La Cruz. JV De La Cruz will really need to step it up here. They're going to need a lot of outside shooting, as the Valientes have really just been sizzling from the outside.
A minute gone here in the third period. Shot clock at 4. Malik Diaz finds trouble, taken away by Reginald George.
But still they are able to stop the Pola Pilipinas from attacking in transition.
Tolomia scoring 12 points in the first half. Johnson with 16 points. A total of 12 triples for the Valientes in the first half. George inside for 2.
Good setup job right there by St. Fort, attacking the defense, finding Reginald George for those easy 2-point.
There is Nick Evans, guarded by St. Fort. Spin. Yes, nice move by Nick Evans.
Finally getting very deep position and using his height advantage. Evans now in the game with 5.
George. There is Mark Duligon. Alfaro defending. St. Fort asking for the ball. And Duligon misfires from the outside. Kickball violation called on De La Cruz.
Peter Alfaro too low on the pass right there. Good anticipation by De La Cruz. Still 21 seconds on the shot clock for Valientes.
A 30-point lead for the Zamboanga Valientes.
Gotta love the side trim on the uniform of the Valientes. Looks very much like the Vintas, which Zamboanga is famous for.
You're watching the Asian tournament. Frankie Johnson leading all scorers with 16 points. De La Cruz picks up the foul.
And that will be the second personal foul on JV De La Cruz. 2 early fouls for Pola Pilipinas.
And 2 free throws for Frankie Johnson. He was hot back in the first half, scoring 4 triples. Picked up by De La Cruz. Seven minutes, 15 seconds. Saint fourth. No. George is fouled by Alfaro.
Well, he never tried to tip the basketball near the rim as Tolomia not able to control that tip, falling into the hands of Reginald George that time. As Reginald George, 5 points, 6 rebounds, make that 6. They've really contained Reginald George.
Still a 30-point lead. I would say 29-point lead for the Zamboanga Valientes. 7:05 remaining here in the third. Frankie Johnson, 4 out of 5 shooting from beyond the arc. Alfaro. There's Mike Tolomia. Nick Evans there. Down on the floor. There's a commotion going on down there. This is from another angle. Let's take a look at this one more time. Whoops. Mark Duligon and Nick Evans. They're not happy with each other, of course.
I think the referees are going to have to review this since they stopped play.
Now we go to Andrea Veloso. Andrea, what do you have?
Coach JR of Pola Pilipinas is actually out of words talking to his players in the dugout a while ago, but he kept his calm and just motivated his players to get back with pride this second half. He reminded them to use the skills of their world imports in advantage and just fix that body language that was definitely missing in the first half. Before leaving the dugout, Coach JR said to his team to remember who they are and what they are capable of. Don't let the scores distract them and just put that pride on defense. Back to you guys.
And J.R. Kawaling, Coach J.R. Kawaling, even when he was playing very cool, calm, and collected, and still continuing to manage his temper, as it has been a very frustrating performance by Pola Pilipinas. As we see a bump right there by Duligon, Evans claiming that was an intentional bump in his mid to lower section. Nevertheless, for Coach Jerry Kawaling, he wants them to use the skills of the world imports, pretty much telling them to, pound that ball inside. It's very unclear yet on that angle on what happened.
Actually, there was no call.
Yeah, but the referee stopping play because
Evans was there pleading his case.
Was down on the floor. I mean, crouched, not really on the floor.
That's the officials there doing the review. One more time here, Noy.
Trying to see if there was an act of violence, intentional on the part of Duligon.
It was a slight, I don't know if it's a slight or hard nudge there by Mark Duligon on Nick Evans. So they will call it an unsportsmanlike foul on Mark Duligon. So 2 free throws for Nick Evans. He's playing with 2 fouls and 5 points.
Well, to the defense of Mark Duligon, he is quite small compared to Nick Evans. So as he was fighting through that screen, hit Nick Evans supposedly where you don't want to get hit.
You know, Nick Evans, he brings a lot of energy whenever he is inside the court, whenever he is playing.
Well, what's promising for the Valientes, we have yet to see Nick Evans explode on offense, but he has been really trying to do everything on the floor for them.
And there's 7 minutes remaining in the third period. Mike Tolomia, foul is called on JP Bilinchon.
And you like how Mike Tolomia, even trying to get that ball to go in, trying to adjust in mid-air, just not enough of an angle for him to finish.
You know, JP Bilinchon was very late that time. That's why he was using his hands to take away the space of Mike Tolomia.
Mike Tolomia really started the ball rolling for them, scoring a quick 9 points in the first quarter. Right now he has a total of 13.
Shooting 3 out of 8 from the field. Perfect from the line. Benson back in the game for Frankie Johnson.
And you love the shuffling of men for Coach Bobby Dick, as that bench has really stepped up for him.
6:35 remaining in the third period. St. Fort. Gerald Anderson. They're crowding him. George will score.
Reginald George showing that 1-foot jumper. We haven't really seen much of that, but that paint has really been impenetrable so far for the Valientes.
And Mike Tolomia misses. Anderson brings it down. George way off the target, and Nick Evans now with his third personal.
Nick Evans continuing to struggle with the fouls, but it seems like he's gonna stay on the floor. Good stop on Reginald George, but no one there to box out. So Evans forced to foul on that play.
Shot clock 17 seconds. Gerald Anderson with only 3 points here in the game. George. St. Forth. Rebounded by Peter Alfaro. Nick Evans now with 3 fouls. Tolomia short on the 3 attempt. Picked up by George. St. Forth brings it across, fouled by Mike Tolomia.
And that will only be the 3rd team foul for the Valientes. Once again, the Pola Pilipinas getting confused on the switches as Tolomia just unable to make that shot from downtown.
Still a 30-point lead for the Zamboanga Valientes. That's a nice shot from JP Bilinchon.
That's now 5 points for JP Bilinchon. They need much more as they're still down big by 28 points.
Short is Peter. Malik unable to score on the putback. Under 5 minutes to go. George inside finds trouble, taken away by Malik Diop. Here is Benson to Malik. Malik is fouled by JP.
You can see right there the Valientes big men attacking the break. As with Benson, you've got Evans and Malik Diop two options right there for Benson.
So the mayor of the city of Zamboanga, Mayor John Dalipe of the city of Zamboanga, watching us right now. Team owners Cory Navarro and Mike Venezuela, the team owners of the Zamboanga Valientes, also watching us right now. And Colonel Ariel Quirobin, also a supporter of the Zamboanga Valientes. All four are watching us right now. Thank you very much for the support, Mayor John Dalipe, Cory Navarro, Mike Venezuela, and Colonel Ariel Quirobin.
And with those two charities, Malik Diouf now with a double-double, 11 points and 14 rebounds.
A huge 30-point lead for the Zamboanga Valientes. It's going to be Zamboanga basketball.
And tentatively, the final leg will be in Zamboanga. So we're really looking forward to visiting Mindanao in the Philippines.
That'll be on the last week of July. Evans. Oh, what a shot by Nick Evans! Putting his defenders in a torture chamber.
And twice spinning back. And that one-legged jumper is money for Nick Evans.
Nick Evans now with 9 points, and he's playing with 3 fouls.
What you like about him is the confidence to pull off that move, even with all the struggles that he's been having in this tournament. Still managing to contribute for the Valientes.
9 points, 3 out of 6 from the field. Perfect from the line.
And you jinxed him.
Now he's 2 out of 3 at the foul line. JP is yet to score from beyond the arc.
Brian Mecca will miss on that gimme against Rudy Linganay.
Evans. Malik Diouf. In the first quarter, he scored a triple. Taken away by Mecca. 3-on-1. And King Kong Milton will score in transition.
Rare, easy transition basket for Pola, Pilipinas.
Benson with the 2 points. Bad defense displayed by Pola Pilipinas RPG.
It's way too easy for the Valientes.
Inside. King Kong. Oh, that's St. Fourth, by the way. Fouled by Evans. That will be his 4th personal.
In the speeches, he thought he got a block right there. But with 4 personal fouls, Nick Evans will need to sit as Salim will check in for him. Look at that expression on his face. Just disbelief.
St. Fourth at the line. 8 points, 2 out of 7 from the field, 2 out of 3 at the free throw line. Also 7 rebounds for St. Fourth.
And the whole Pola Pilipinas squad really struggling from the field. Their offense just really going nowhere at this stage.
$71-40 is the count now. Still a huge advantage for the Valientes here in the game. And that is because of their 3-point shooting. Rudy is wide open in the corner, but Malik Diouf will try to score inside. It goes out of bounds. Pilipinas RPG will take the possession here.
And the coaches of the Valientes still, wanting the players to move that basketball. As you said, Rudy Linganay was open in the corner, but Malik Diouf continuing to get that ball inside. 12 out of 22 from the 3-point area for Zamboanga. 3 out of 13 for Pola Pilipinas.
Shane now will score.
As both teams have yet to score from deep here in the third quarter.
Here is Mike. Rudy for three. Bang!
Just as I said that no team has yet to convert from three, it's now Rudy Langanay knocking it from deep.
Well, he heard you. Wide open is Mecca downstairs.
Rare defensive miscommunication from the Valientes. But at this stage, they can afford to just trade baskets with Pola Pilipinas.
Here is Salim.
As everybody who has checked in for the Valientes just contributing. It's only Ferrer who has not yet scored, and Ferrer who has not yet scored of all the players that have been fielded in.
Salim diving for it. Here is Malik Diaz with a slam up high and down hard.
That's an unselfish play right there by Benson.
Yeah.
He could have had a layup, but seeing Malik Diouf, you always want to reward your big men so they stay engaged on the other end.
The dunk there by Malik Diaz. 13 points for Malik. Mecca. King Kong. And he will get the kind bounce. So Milton now with 6, make that 8 points.
That was a difficult basket for Milton.
30 seconds remaining in the third. Rudy. Salim is fouled. And you know, that was a bad foul because Pola Pilipinas RPG, they are in the penalty.
Actually, both teams already in the penalty. So an opportunity for Salim to add this 5-point total.
Salim, Muhammad Salim at the free throw line. Also a local player for the Zamboanga Valientes. Goes 2 out of 2 at the free throw line, 6 points. Now 8 points for Salim. Ten seconds. Mecca misses. Milton scores. Valientes 28 of 50 from the field. 18 of 49 as Pola Pilipinas RPG from the field. End of the third quarter. We'll be right back with the fourth and final stage of this ball game. The Valientes, they are ahead 80-48. Up next, the Black Bears will take on the Mustangs here in the Asian tournament. That will be our third game. This is Zamboanga Valientes. They're ahead 80. Pola Pilipinas RPG 48. My name is Sandy Grumo with Noy Africa. And our coach reporter is Andrea Veloso.
Well, I did say that Valientes can afford to trade baskets, and that's exactly what they did in the third quarter. Both teams scoring 21 points each in that third quarter.
4-2. Diaf coming out from the crowd. Frankie Johnson with a gorgeous move.
Frankie Johnson's just scoring in so many ways. No, they call an offensive foul, but they count the basket.
No. Inadvertent call. Inadvertent
Okay.
whistle.
Okay, so Frankie Johnson now leading the way with 18 points for the Valientes.
Fourth quarter underway here. Frankie Johnson with 18 points here in the game. Foul is on King Kong. That'll be his second personal. Lester Alvarez back in the game for the Pola Pilipinas RPG. He will join Gerald Anderson, JP Bilinchon, Doroteo, and King Kong Milton. Now JP is taken out by Marquez. Frankie misses on the three. Rebounded by Doroteo. That's a travel on King Kong Milton.
And the Valientes still continuing to play good pressure defense, forcing another turnover on Pola Pilipinas. That's now 10 turnovers for Pola Pilipinas.
Fourth three. And suddenly the Valientes shooting badly. Only one three-point conversion here in the second half for the Zamboanga Valientes.
That one conversion coming from Rudy Linganay.
Yeah.
And Pola Pilipinas have yet to hit a three-pointer here in the second half after converting on three in the first half.
82-48. Final quarter here. Up next, Mustangs will take on the Black Bears. Milton, King Kong, 10 points, 5 out of 6 from the field. And he misses the free throw. Rudy. Benson. Fouled by Marquez. That'll be the first on, the second for Pola Pilipinas RPG.
And right now, it's very impressive about the Valientes. They've shown that they have a deeper bench against Pola Pilipinas, as everyone they've pulled on the floor have scored except for Ferrer.
Benson for three. Salim, the offensive rebound. Evans for three. That's Doroteo getting the rebound for Pola Pilipinas RPG. Marquez. Yes!
You know, every time Marquez goes on the floor, he's been able to hit those open threes. He's pretty much there for defensive purposes, though.
Frankie Johnson. Benson, the offensive rebound. Last touch, Salim.
Benson on the offensive rebound, trying to get it to Muhammad Salim. Good idea, but just too much traffic inside to get that pass through.
Alfaro back in the game for the Zamboanga Valientes. Oh, nice block there by Benson on Mark Duligon.
Well, you know, Mark Duligon going to his right, very strong, but great anticipation right there by Benson.
Benson will sit down. Tolomia back in the game. As Gerald will score, now he has 5 points.
That's a sweet shooting stroke. Just a quick release for Anderson, but has really struggled in this ball game only with 5 points.
Before this game, he averaged 10 points. We go to Nick Evans, fading away. Marquez the rebound. Gerald now with 7 points. And the Valientes wants to talk things over with 7 minutes and 4 seconds remaining. Marquez recognizing a teammate, Lester Don recognizing Gerald Anderson on the other end. 7 points for Gerald. We'll be right back here watching the Asian tournament. This is our second game, by the way. Earlier, the East Sea Pirates defeated Ningbo Bulls 1973. Malik Johnson. 4-3. Bang!
Continuing to sizzle from the outside is Frankie Johnson. Already 5 3-pointers made in this ball game.
Marquez misses on the 3 attempt. Peter Alfaro. Nick Evans. Johnson. And Doroteo fouled Malik Diaf.
You see Peter Alfaro on the floor. Seems to have tweaked his ankle on that play.
Let's take a look at this one, Noy.
And the Valientes wanting, the coaching staff wanting to sub him out for Rudy Lingane, but he says he's okay. But the buzzer already sounded, so he has to sit. But he will report back to the scorer's table, will come back on the next dead ball.
Malik Diaf, 14 points. In the first quarter, he scored a 3-pointer, and he is 5 out of 7 from the field here. A double-double performance for Malik Diaf. 17 rebounds also.
But he's actually averaging 15 points and 18 rebounds. So right there at his average is Malik Diop.
That's Marquez scoring.
It's 5 points now for Marquez, but still an insurmountable 29-point lead.
Incoming! And rebounded by Mark Duligon. He brings it across. Evans defending. Duligon will score using the glass.
And just token resistance shown by Evans with 4 fouls. There's a little bit of a skirmish between Diop and Doroteo on that play.
And Evans and Mark Duligon.
So let's see if our cameras caught that.
Oh, what's the problem with those guys there?
That was just jockeying for position.
Yeah.
No need to take exception for that.
So the officials, they are reviewing of what transpired earlier.
Probably they could either call a foul or a double foul. But But cooler heads prevailing as you
Yeah.
see Diop and Doroteo now shaking hands.
And I don't know about the others. Why are they joining the party? They are not invited. It was just the heat of the moment. They were fighting for position there because Diaz was asking for the ball and Doroteo was trying to defend him.
Well, Doroteo is not gonna allow Diop very deep position right there, and Diop just wanting to get possession.
Yeah.
So no real reason for anything untoward to happen.
So we are waiting for the official call here. As we see this action here.
Anyway, the referees just making sure they make the right call. Well, at best there were just maybe words shared between opponents, but nothing untoward happening there.
It's a huge lead by the Zamboanga Valientes. And then Evans and Duligon, they are still trying to talk to each other.
Yeah, they're probably just talking about where to get the best food here in Foshan, China. As they now need an interpreter in Mike Tolomia.
And look at that. Can we take a look at both players? They're shaking hands. Mark Duligon and Nick Evans. We are living in the same hotel. So no need to do that. Coming up next, the Mustangs and the Black Bears. Foul on number 1, that's Doroteo.
So a regular foul on Doroteo and an unsportsmanlike foul on Malik Diop. So that will mean free throws for Doroteo. 2 free throws and ball possession for Pola, Pilipinas.
It's Doroteo at the free throw line. So, Pola Pilipinas RPG will maintain possession. A huge lead here. The Valientes in total control of this game as Mark will score from downtown.
So that's a quick reply coming from Mark Duligon, cuts the lead down to just 22 points. Highest at 35.
Evans. Here is Tolomia. Diop. The offensive rebound. Rudy. Evans for 3. Got it!
And quick to answer, it's Nick Evans.
Oh, Frankie Johnson will get a technical foul for taunting.
He's talking trash to the Pola Pilipinas bench.
You know, trash belongs to the garbage can. Frankie Johnson will be teed up. You know, he should control his emotions. They're ahead in this game. No need to do that. That's Nick Evans scoring from beyond the arc.
And you could just see jubilation on the face of Nick Evans. He's really been struggling, especially in the last 2 games. And now with 12 points in the ball game.
"13 fouls committed by the Valientes, 11 fouls committed by Pola Pilipinas RPG. 5 minutes to go. Gerald Anderson misses outside, rebounded by Malik Diaf.
And Malik Diop should be around the 20-point mark when it comes to rebounds. He's really controlling that defensive glass.
Here is Frankie Johnson for 3. 4:27 to go. Oh, Mark DeLigo scores on the other end.
Well, he knows that Evans already has 4 fouls, just attacked him aggressively as Doligon now in the ballgame with 11.
A late surge by Mark Doligon here in the 4th. Tolomia. Anderson picks it up. Lester Alvarez for 3. Oops. It did not go in, picked up by Mike Tolomia.
And with the way things are going, looks like it's going to be a formality, just a formality now, as the Valientes will move.
Frankie is fouled by Doroteo.
They will move to that game for 5th and 6th place, going up against the EC Pirates, who won earlier against the Ningbo Bulls.
Job Alcantara, but before we go to that, let's see this action here as Doroteo fouled Frankie Johnson. Frankie Johnson at the line.
As Johnson will be lifted. I don't think he's gonna come back in this ball game. He will finish with 22 big points to lead the Valientes in scoring.
90-67 is the count. Mark Duligo flying without that basketball, but the ball remains with them. So the Valientes with a huge lead here, looking for their 2nd win here in the Asian tournament. A late surge here by Mark Duligon. Marquez from Bohol in the Philippines scores from the corner.
So with the win here, the Valientes even up their slate 2-2.
Oh, that's a travel on Mike Tolomia.
Hesitated, was thinking of passing the ball to Alcantara, but at the last second tried to attack the defense.
3 minutes and 7 seconds remaining here in the 4th. The 3 there by Marquez.
That's now 8 points, 7 points for Marquez in the ball game. I'm sorry,
Evans
10 points now, sorry.
goes out of bounds. Ball goes back to Pola Pilipinas RPG.
So that's a positive also for Pola Pilipinas. Marquez just might earn a little more minutes and get some shots set up for him.
Mark Duligon goes down hard. Evans able to get to it, intercepted by Lester Alvarez. Mark Duligon still down on the floor, and that could be the end of Evans. Well, he was a little off balance that time. Mark Duligon loses control as Evans committing that foul, and Mark, he is okay.
I don't think they called the foul, just a stoppage of play for Doligon being on the floor. As Evans still with 4 fouls.
Okay. They're not calling it a foul, but I hear a whistle there.
It was to stop play because Doligon was already on the floor.
Nice play. And Doroteo now with 4 points. Job. There is Evans. That's a travel.
Put the ball on the floor. And already having moved his pivot foot is Nick Evans. He still manages to, protect the 4 fouls that he has still on the floor for the Valientes.
Doligon from downtown. The Valientes wants to talk things over. 90-77. We'll be right back. Here is Mark Doligon scoring from beyond the arc. 14 big points for the veteran Mark Doligon. Final 2 minutes of this game. Coming up, the Black Bears will take on the Mustangs. Alfaro. Here is Benson. Foul called on Alfaro.
This is only a 13-point lead right now for the Zamboanga Valientes, and you're seeing the Valientes still having their 2 world imports on the floor.
Yeah. As you can see during the break, they were trying to put that ball into the hole, and Evans is trying to put it back out. Mark. Bang!
And all of a sudden, it's just a 10-point lead. Wow! Out of nowhere, Pola Pilipinas just coming alive.
90-80. The Valientes up by as many as 35 points. Pola Pilipinas RPG coming back here as Benson will score from beyond. No. Malik is fouled hard by Mark Doligon.
A duty foul right there for Doligo, not allowing Dio easy baskets inside.
1 minute and 18 seconds remaining in the game. It's the rebound by Malik Diop and a hard foul given up by Mark Doligon. A 10-point lead. We have a timeout. We'll be right back. All right, a 10-point lead for the Zamboanga Valientes. They were up by as many as 35 points. What happened there, Noy?
The defense started to relax for the Valientes, and then Doligon just waking up here. And of course, the production coming from Marquez, a big spark for them. Coming off the bench for defensive purposes, scored 10 points.
So that's Malik Diaf at the line, goes 2 out of 2. Rudy Linganay back in the game for Peter Alfaro.
And what's impressive for Pola Pilipinas, they're doing this without their world imports on the floor.
Here is Gerald Anderson. Mark Duligon. Lester Alvarez for 3. Short.
And Malik Diop again securing that rebound. And if you're the Valientes, you'd want to waste as much time as possible.
You know, the Valientes sending in Rudy Linganay back in the game for them to bring in leadership. Evans scores from downtown.
What great offensive production Evans has provided in this game, now with 15 points, as Marquez will score on a 3.
Mark Tolomia comes in.
Marquez has been a revelation here in this ballgame, now a total of 13 points.
And he has 2 triples also, with 39 ticks remaining here in the game. .37 seconds to go. Foul called on Doroteo.
Well, Valientes still continuing to attack the basket, even if the game seemingly already in hand for them. As Doroteo will foul out after scoring 4 points for Pola Pilipinas.
Benson at the foul line. 8 points, playing with 2 fouls, 3 out of 7 from the field, 2 out of 4 from behind the arc. Nick Evans, it's time to rest for Nick Evans. Mohamed Salim back in the game.
Very well deserved rest for Nick Evans. Still a little bit
Well,
of
you talk about very deserved rest, right? And how about King Kong Milton?
Yeah, but this Pola Pilipinas squad showing a lot of spunk here in the fourth quarter. Went all the way down to just 10 points without the world import.
30 seconds remaining. A lot of substitutions going on here for both teams.
Coming up is that big game between the Mustangs and the Black Bears. A winner will advance for the opportunity to place first in the first leg.
Duligo for 3. Got it! His 3rd from downtown here in the 4th.
And just a little too late as Doligon now with 20 points in the ball game.
Foul called on Lester Alvarez, and he will send Rudy Linganay to the free throw line. It's a long last 2 minutes of the game, Noy.
As Pola Pilipinas still continuing to battle. See once again that 3-pointer coming from Mark Doligon. Just one hell of an explosion here in the fourth quarter.
Foul called. It's on Ferrer. Dexter, oh, that's Marquez.
You can see both teams really putting everything on the line. An opportunity to move to the next stage. Opportunity to place 5th.
Joseph Marquez on your screen. He is from the island of Bohol in the Philippines. 13 points, 5 out of 6 from the field, 3 out of 4 from beyond the arc, 2 rebounds. And Marquez goes 2 out of 2 at the line.
That's the closest that they've gotten, but just not enough time.
Ball goes out of bounds. Frankie Johnson comes in for the Zamboanga Valientes. Oh, we have a timeout by the Valientes. Both teams are over the foul limit. When we come back, we will continue the action. All right, J.R. Kawaling on your screen. Talking to Gerald Anderson. And it's an 8-point lead for the Zamboanga Valientes. They were up by as many as 35 points in a late comeback here by the Pola Pilipinas RPG.
But that's a kind of competition you want to see here at the Asian tournament. No team giving up.
Frankie Johnson will throw it in. Johnson with 22 points. Foul on Marquez. And he will send Peter Alfaro to the free throw line with 11 seconds to go. Oh yeah, there's a slight nudge there by Joseph Marquez.
The way the two teams are playing, especially even the coaches, getting to coach up to the last second, you're feeling like this is a championship game we're playing here.
10 points, made that 11 points, 3 out of 10 from the field. Timeout by Pola Pilipinas RPG. That's Frankie Johnson on your screen. 22 big points, 4 triples. Make that 5 triples here in the game.
And his explosion in the first half was pretty much created the separation for the Zamboanga Valientes.
Joseph Marquez. King Kong Milton misses. 3 seconds. Mark for 3. Short. And that will do it. And the Zamboanga Valientes getting their second win here in the Asian tournament. And now we go to our play of the game. Here we go. Benson recognizing Malik Diaf in transition. Unselfish play there by Benson. Malik Diaf with a dunk. Malik Diaf, another double-double performance. Final score, 98-88. The Valientes with their second win here. Now we go to Andrea Veloso. She will be talking to our best player of the game, Frankie Johnson.
Thank you, Sandy. I have here our best player of the game, Frank Victor Johnson from the Zamboanga Valientes. Congratulations, you guys dominated this game from first quarter up until the last. So how do you describe just the collective effort, the teamwork that you guys executed tonight?
I think tonight, was a really hard-fought win. Obviously, this is another Filipino team, so they're going to come out here and give us their best. Tonight, we pretty much played for pride, though, so I'm glad we were the Filipino team to come out on top. But I think it's just a learning experience for the whole team to continue to move forward.
Tomorrow will be your last game here in this leg. How do you plan to mentally prepare for that one, Frank?
I think just go out here and keep executing, keep working on our stuff because now. Since these are cancellation games, we're preparing for, the next tournament and the next tournament after that. So just come out here, work on our stuff, execute, and, most important, have fun.
Once again, congratulations, Frank, and of course to Zamboanga Valientes. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Andrea Veloso, and thank you very much, Noy Africa, from the Rhino Sports Arena here in China. My name is Sandy Grumo. Thank you for watching the Asian Tournament. Up next, the Black Bears versus the Mustangs.